So, this story is called The Strongest in the World. But, it's not about what you'd think. It has nothing to do with muscles or fighting prowess. No, this one's all about a different kind of strength. The kind you see when love is pushed to the absolute brink, staring down pure, soul-crushing despair. Let's really get into what makes this whole sequence just so incredibly powerful.
All right, so we kick things off with an absolute disaster. I mean, the plan, whatever it was supposed to be, has just completely fallen apart. It's a total catastrophe. The title here is A Blunder in the Endgame, and man, does it deliver. We are thrown headfirst into a situation that just feels completely hopeless, like there's no way out. So, picture this. We're on the island of Elboth, and the only way out? It's this path made of, well, solid clouds. A sea cloud path. And just like that, it gets completely blown away. Gone. For the families who are trying to escape, this is just devastating. Their one and only route to safety has just vanished into thin air. They're trapped. And this is where things get really heavy, right? It brings up this gut-wrenching question that's really at the heart of this entire chapter. Imagine you're in that situation. It's impossible. You know you can't save your child. So what's the last thing a parent can do? What's left? Just when you think it can't get any worse, it does. So much worse. Some kind of strange, mysterious power takes over, and the children, they just start marching, uncontrollably, straight for the edge of a cliff. And the parents, they can only stand there and watch in absolute horror, totally powerless to stop it. And of course, who's watching this whole nightmare unfold? The villain behind it all. And he's not just watching, he is loving it. Absolutely reveling in the parents' anguish, listening to their screams. He actually calls it a juicy way to die. You gotta understand, for him, this isn't just about winning. This is pure, twisted entertainment. So, this leads us to the real emotional gut punch of the story. There's no hope, no rescue on the horizon. The parents, they're forced to make a final, agonizing decision. And think about what's going through the kids' minds as they're walking towards the edge. It's not some grand philosophical stuff about life and death. No, it's the small things, the little everyday regrets. They're remembering arguments, things like, why didn't you eat your plate? Or that time they shouted, I hate you, Grandpa. It's those simple, mundane moments that are coming back to haunt them at the very end. It's just brutal. Seeing this, watching their kids go through this, the parents make a choice. A mother reaches out and grabs her child. And she's not trying to pull them back. She knows she can't. She just holds on. The thinking is, if I can't save you, then you will not die alone. And then, one by one, the other parents do the exact same thing. They choose to walk off that cliff with their children. And the whole reason, the entire core of this impossible decision, is right there in what one of the mothers says. It's just so heartbreaking. She knows she can't stop what's happening, but she can do this one last thing. Because anything is better than letting your child face the end all by themselves. It's just an unbelievable act of love. Okay, so you have this profound, heartbreaking act of love. But how does the guy causing all this see it? Well, the contrast couldn't be more stark. It's deeply disturbing. And here we see it, plain as day, side by side. On the one hand, you have this ultimate act of parental love and sacrifice. And on the other, you've got the villain, literally crying tears of joy. He is ecstatic watching this unfold. What for them is this moment of profound, terrible connection, for him, it's just the best show he's ever seen. In his own words, just seal it. He actually calls the parents stupid. He calls their final act a beautiful, meaningless death. He just completely misses the entire point. He can't see their love as strength. To him, it's just a fatal, foolish weakness. But then, just as it's all about to end in this ultimate tragedy, everything changes. The entire tone of the story flips on a dime. From the absolute depths of despair, something impossible happens. So they're falling off the cliff, but instead of smashing onto the rocks below, they land on something huge and bouncy. A giant inflated belly just appears out of thin air and catches every last one of them. I mean, the rescue is as sudden as it is completely and wonderfully absurd. And just like that, they're safe. Against all odds, every single one of them. After all that buildup, all that tension, you just feel this incredible sense of release. They made it. They survived.
But hold on, that feeling of relief? It doesn't last long, because it's immediately replaced by sheer mystery. The weather just goes crazy. You've got thunder and snow at the same time, and then a sound starts. This rhythmic, powerful beat that you can feel shaking the entire island of Elbath. Dun, do, do, do.
The giants on Elbaf, they hear this, they see this, and they know exactly what's happening. The weird weather, that pulsing drumbeat, it all clicks into place. It matches an ancient prophecy they all know. A prophecy about a curious day, about the drums of liberation, about a giant beast blotting out the sky, and about the rising of the sun god.
And right on cue, the prophecy comes true. This colossal, black form appears, so big it just blots out the entire sky. And sitting up there on top of this giant beast, laughing, is the figure they call the sun god. It looks like the hour of Elbaf's liberation is finally here.
So, this whole insane series of events leaves us with one massive question. A literal god has just shown up, saved a bunch of innocent people, and fulfilled a huge prophecy. But is this really just about salvation? Or is the arrival of someone this powerful the opening bell for a fight that's about to shake the entire world to its core?